Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Former Lok Sabha Speaker Somnath Chatterjee passes away in Kolkata. President, Prime Minister, Lok Sabha Speaker and other dignitaries express grief over his demise. Expelled DMK leader M.K. Alagiri claims support of his father's loyalists ahead of party's executive meet tomorrow. Supreme Court issues notice to Uttar Pradesh government in alleged Hapur lynching case. Directs IGP of Meerut Range to conduct inquiry. Heavy rain lashes Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Amarnath Yatra suspended for 3 days. Jammu-Srinagar National Highway closed. In Pakistan, first session of 15th National Assembly begins to start the process of transition and handing over powers to the new government. Former Lok Sabha Speaker Somnath Chatterjee passed away in Kolkata this morning following multiple organ failure. He was 89. Mr. Chatterjee was suffering from a kidney-related ailment and was admitted to hospital in a critical condition on Tuesday. He suffered a mild heart attack yesterday and was put on ventilator support. A hospital official said Mr. Chatterjee's condition deteriorated last night and he passed away around 8:15 a.m. A 10-time Lok Sabha MP, Mr. Chatterjee was the Speaker of the lower house from 2004 to 2009. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, BJP President Amit Shah and Congress President Rahul Gandhi are among those who have condoled the demise of Mr. Chatterjee. In a tweet, Mr. Kovind said the former Lok Sabha Speaker was a veteran parliamentarian who had a powerful presence in the House. Mr. Naidu said Mr. Chatterjee was always affable, highlighted people's problems and firmly stood by the principles he believed in. Describing him as a big brother, Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan said Mr. Chatterjee's tenure as Speaker was a guidance for her. Ms. Mahajan said even though their ideology was different, she used to see how Mr. Chatterjee used to raise issues while following every rule.
जिस तरीके से वो मुद्दे उठाते थे, जिस तरीके से अलग अलग नियमों का उपयोग करते हुए, चाहे वो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन हो, चाहे वो कॉलिंग अटेंशन हो, बहुत बार मैंने ये उनको देखा है करते हुए। उनका जो स्पीकर का कार्यकाल रहा, मेरे लिए तो वो सबसे एक प्रकार से गाइड के रूप में हो गया कि उन्होंने एक जो स्थापित किया कि पार्लियामेंट इज सुप्रीम, कोई स्पीकर को नोबडी कैन क्वेश्चन टू स्पीकर, समथिंग लाइक दैट, और फिर स्पीकर को भी बिल्कुल नियम के मुताबिक काम कैसे करना चाहिए।
The Prime Minister termed Mr. Chatterjee as a stalwart of Indian politics, saying that the former Lok Sabha Speaker made parliamentary democracy richer. Home Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj have also expressed sadness over the demise of Somnath Chatterjee. Expressing grief over the demise of Mr. Chatterjee, Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said it is an irreparable loss to the country.
जिस तरह से उन्होंने एक बहुत ही सफल सांसद, एक बहुत ही सफल लोकसभा स्पीकर के रूप में अपनी पूरी भूमिका निभाई और साथ ही साथ सामाजिक जीवन में भी अगर आप देखें तो शांति निकेतन के सम्मान, शांति निकेतन की गरिमा को बढ़ाने के लिए उन्होंने जिस समर्पण भाव के साथ काम किया हमेशा, वो जो है उनके जीवन का एक बहुत ही मजबूत पहलू रहा है.
Another Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan said the nation will always remember Mr. Chatterjee as a distinguished parliamentarian and veteran politician.
सम्माननीय सोमनाथ चटर्जी देश के बहुत बड़े राजनेता थे. मेरे सौभाग्य रहा जब मैं पहली बार लोकसभा पहुंचा, उसी समय में 2004 में सोमनाथ दा लोकसभा की स्पीकर बने. बहुत बड़ा व्यक्तित्व, एक अभिभावक के रूप में देश की सामाजिक जीवन में उनकी बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा है. लंबे समय की संसदीय जीवन की उनकी योगदान और अंत में स्पीकर की भूमिका में उनकी योगदान भारत की सामाजिक जीवन में एक मील की पत्थर होकर रहेगा.
Mr. Amit Shah said the 10-time MP was an excellent parliamentarian whose long years as a member of the Lok Sabha enriched parliamentary traditions. Mr. Rahul Gandhi said Mr. Chatterjee was an institution and was greatly respected and admired by all parliamentarians across party lines. A BJP delegation comprising Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi and leaders Bhupendra Yadav, Vinay Sahasrabuddhe and Anil Baluni met Law Commission Chairman Justice B.S. Chauhan today over the issue of simultaneous elections. Later, speaking to media, Bhupendra Yadav said the delegation handed over Party President Amit Shah's letter to the Commission on the One Nation, One Poll. He said the BJP believes that simultaneous election will benefit the nation as frequent elections pose a huge burden on resources, both manpower and financial. M.K. Alagiri, son of late DMK President M. Karunanidhi, today said sincere followers of his father are supporting him. Mr. Alagiri said this after paying respect to the departed leader at his memorial in Chennai. The comments came ahead of DMK's executive meeting scheduled for tomorrow. Mr. Alagiri said he had no knowledge of the meeting. More from our correspondent.
This is the first time that Mr. Alagiri has been forthright and openly declaring that he had dissatisfaction. Speaking to the media for the first time after the death of his father, he did not clearly explain what it was about, but said that it will be known in a day or two. His comments gained significance as the party's executive meeting is to be held tomorrow. The meeting would be mainly to express condolence on the death of the DMK chief, M. Karunanidhi, as far as the party is concerned. At present, the party has been backing up Mr. M.K. Stalin, the working president and the state opposition leader. He has also been exhorting the party workers to work hard for the future of the party by reading morosely the party's newspaper. Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
Mr. Alagiri was expelled from DMK in 2014 for indulging in anti-party activities. His younger brother, M.K. Stalin, was appointed the party's working president in January last year. The Supreme Court today directed IGP Meerut to investigate the alleged Hapur lynching case in which one person was killed and another brutally assaulted by a mob on the pretext that they were involved in cow slaughter. A bench headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra asked the IGP to file a report within 2 weeks. The bench also issued notice to the Uttar Pradesh government on the plea filed by Samiuddin, the survivor of the incident. The court posted the matter for further hearing on the 28th of this month. The Apex Court today sought the Centre's response on a plea seeking court-monitored CBI probe into the alleged suicide of B.K. Bansal, former Director General Corporate Affairs Ministry, and his family. A bench headed by Chief Justice Deepak Mishra issued notice to the Centre after a PIL in this regard was mentioned by a senior advocate. Bansal was arrested on the 16th of July for allegedly accepting bribe from a prominent pharma company. He was out on bail when he committed suicide. In Jammu and Kashmir, suspected terrorists have shot dead a civilian at Muran village in Pulwama district. Security sources said the youth was abducted by the terrorists from his home last evening and his bullet-riddled body was retrieved from a nearby area in the village today. No group has claimed responsibility for the killing so far. In Kerala, 2 more priests accused in the church sexual abuse case surrendered before the police today. They surrendered after the Supreme Court cancelled their interim protection from arrest and asked them to surrender by today. 2 other priests accused in the case had already surrendered before the police and were granted bail by the High Court. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh continued to receive heavy rain, disrupting normal life. In Jammu and Kashmir, the ongoing Amarnath Yatra has been suspended for 3 days. Nodal officer of the Yatra, Arun Manhas, told our Jammu correspondent that in the wake of inclement weather and security apprehensions ahead of Independence Day celebrations, no batch of pilgrims was allowed to proceed to Srinagar this morning, and the Yatra will remain suspended for 3 days. The pilgrimage to Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine, located in Trikuta Hills in Riyasi district, has also been partially suspended following heavy rain. The Jammu-Srinagar National Highway has also been closed. In Himachal Pradesh, normal life has been thrown out of gear as heavy rain continues to lash several parts of the state. Many circuit roads, including the National Highway, have been blocked due to landslide triggered by heavy rain. 7 people have lost their lives due to rain-related incidents in Mandi and Solan districts. Talking to AIR, State Additional Secretary Nisha Nanda said schools are closed today as a precautionary measure.
हिमाचल प्रदेश में लगातार कल रात से काफी वर्षा हो रही है। इसमें हमारी जो स्टेट मशीनरी है पूरी तरह से मुस्तैद है। रेवेन्यू और पीडब्ल्यूडी मशीनरी और आईपीएच, होमगार्ड, सारे लोगों के काफी सारे रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन भी लोगों ने किए हैं। किन्नौर में किया है, कुल्लू में किया है, लाहौल स्पीति में किया है। काफी सारी सड़कें, तकरीबन 500 से 550 सड़कें पूरे हिमाचल में बंद है। शिमला, कांगड़ा, सोलन, हमीरपुर, कुल्लू और किन्नौर, इन जिलों ने आज सारे स्कूलों को भी बंद कर दिया है।
Our correspondent reports that damage to property has also been reported from different parts of the state.
The highest rainfall, 235 mm, recorded at Nihri in Mandi district, followed by Shimla with 173 mm of rain. Meanwhile, vehicular movement have been interrupted at many places due to landslide triggered by heavy rain. Mandi, Pathankot, Shimla, Chandigarh and Chandigarh-Manali National Highway have been blocked at different places due to landslide. All government and public schools in the state remain closed today due to heavy rain. On the other hand, major rivers and rivulets of the state are in spate. People have been advised not to venture near the rivers. In view of alarming situation of silt in Pando River, the flushing out operation is being carried out today and will continue till tomorrow 3 p.m. Sanjeev Sundariyal, AIR News, Shimla.
In Kerala, the flood situation has marginally improved even as rain continues to pound some parts of northern districts. So far, 37 people have lost their lives and 32 people are missing. The Met Department said rain will continue in some parts for another 48 hours. Pune has topped the Ease of Living Index 2018, followed by Navi Mumbai and Greater Mumbai. This was announced at the launch of the index as well as Swachh Sarvekshan 2019 in New Delhi today. The Ease of Living Index will help cities assess their livability in relation to global and national benchmarks. Speaking on the occasion, Housing and Urban Affairs Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said 80% of government's toilet construction targets have already been met.
Ensuring sustainability of initiatives taken towards garbage-free and open defecation-free cities, providing credible outcomes which would have to be validated as they are being done by third-party verification and certification, institutionalizing existing systems through online processes and creating awareness amongst all sections of society.
In Assam, the Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Yojana is making healthcare affordable and encouraging ease of living. Here is a ground report from our Dibrugarh correspondent.
The Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Yojana is getting good response in Assam. A large number of Jan Aushadhi centers are functioning across the state where generic medicines that are equivalent in quality and efficacy as expensive branded drugs are available at lesser prices. Speaking on the benefits of the scheme, a beneficiary, Raja Chattopadhyay of Dibrugarh, said he has started purchasing medicines under this scheme and his expenses have been reduced a great deal.
My parents are old and suffering from various ailments. I find it very difficult to bear the huge expenses on medicine every month. I have found a lot of relief as the medicines is much cheaper the Jan Aushadhi Kendras than the branded ones.
Another beneficiary, Deena Sharma of Naharkatia, said these stores have brought a big respite for her family through affordable medicines.
I was not aware of generic drugs earlier. I visited a doctor recently. He advised me to go to a Jan Aushadhi Kendra for my medicines. As the branded medicines are more costly than the generic medicines, it is great respite for me and my family now.
With Jan Aushadhi centers gaining popularity in Assam, most of the people are demanding opening of more such stores in their localities in order to access a healthy and prosperous life. With Devojit Kotaki's report from Dibrugarh, Saira Mujtaba for AIR News.
In Pakistan, the first session of the 15th National Assembly is underway in Islamabad, during which 329 members of the lower house of parliament took oath after their election in last month's polls. Outgoing National Assembly Speaker Ayaz Sadiq administered the oath to the members. With this, the process of transition and handing over powers to the new government has begun. Election for new Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the Assembly will be held on Wednesday. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has nominated Imran Khan for the top post, and he is scheduled to take oath on Saturday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Former Lok Sabha Speaker Somnath Chatterjee passes away in Kolkata. President, Prime Minister, Lok Sabha Speaker and other dignitaries express grief over his demise. Expelled DMK leader M.K. Alagiri claims support of his father's loyalists ahead of party's executive meet tomorrow. Heavy rain lashes Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Amarnath Yatra suspended for 3 days. Jammu-Srinagar National Highway closed. In Pakistan, first session of 15th National Assembly begins to start the process of transition and handing over powers to the new government. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in, and with that we end the midday news.